To make progress on the path of spiritual cultivation, we have to endeavor to serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead and His dear servants. In fact, service towards the pure devotee of the Lord will award us freedom from repeated birth and fulfillment of our spiritual desires. Now, when an aspiring devotee receives the seed of devotion, also known as Bhakti-Lata Bij, this divine devotion is growing inside the heart of the Bhakta, and that seed sprouts into a creeper, penetrating this material world and ultimately reaching the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In order to nourish that creeper of devotion, we need to steadily approach the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna, by devotional service, such as hearing and chanting. Our attitude while carrying out these activities is mentioned in this famous verse from Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Ayavilashita shunyam jnana kamadhyana vridam anukulyena krishna anushilanam bhaktiruttama. One should render transcendental loving service to the Supreme Lord Krishna favorably and without desire for material profit or gain through fruitive activities of philosophical speculation. That is called pure devotional service. However, we can understand that the first step to appreciate God's love to us is to meditate on the fact that He is already serving us. In a loving relationship, there is service as a natural consequence of that love. So by understanding that Krishna is the supplier of all our enjoyment, material and spiritual, we can see that He already has given us service in the form of fulfillment of our spiritual or material desires. On a transcendental platform, when an intimate and personal loving relationship with the Lord is established, there is nothing but loving service exchanged between Krishna and His devotees, and both experience transcendental ecstasy. In order to achieve this desire for pure devotion, I want to give you a meditation how the Lord Himself is actually the greatest servant and friend of all living entities, and that by understanding this, our service actually becomes a reciprocation with the Supreme Lord, rather than a forced labor or an idle idea of waiting for the Lord's mercy to come and deliver us at the time of death. If we claim to love God, but we don't have a desire to serve Him, then our love is materialistic. If I love God because He is the supplier of my sense enjoyment, then my love is incomplete. A humble aspirant of that desire to enter the pastimes of Krishna must nourish his creeper of devotion daily by hearing about the Lord and topics connected to Him, and perform some practical service to help the steady growth of that creeper. One also has to take care of unwanted weeds that obstruct a healthy growth of that creeper of devotion. These weeds are the desire for name, fame and wealth in this world, and the desire for sense enjoyment, impersonal liberation and mystic yoga. One of that meditation to develop loving feelings for the Lord is to see how He is present in our life. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Rasoham apsu kaunteya, O son of Kunti, I am that taste in water. Every living being in all forms of life need water to survive. You won't find a single organism that does not require water for its survival. Krishna is the taste of water that gives life to all living entities, no matter their caste, gender or species. Therefore, simply by knowing the fact that whenever we drink water, we get some relief from our thirst, we remember how the Lord maintains our life and is therefore directly serving us. So I hope by this video you will enjoy your next glass of water.